Hey everybody, this is Rydo. Let's get back to Deus Ex Human Revolution. So I had a nasty thought after looking at this area and it's so feeling like there's going to be a boss fight. What if because I'm playing on easy, it's not going to do it? That would be horrible. That is terrible game design if that were the case. I don't believe it is the case. I kind of remember this happening when I first played it, where you would walk through this area and you'd be fine the first time, and then the second time you walk through it is the boss fight. Or maybe you walk through this area and you hit the button and it starts boss fight. But it would just be awful game design if you were playing on easy. Oh, I don't think I got any of those uh, ammunition things. Well, we'll check that later. But there we go. We'll go invisible and hit this button. Nothing. Interesting. Alright.
Pritchard, Panchea's broadcast center is at the base of the station near the bottom of the ocean. Is that right?
But the lockdown caused all the blast doors to seal. You won't be able to go down until you override them manually.
From up in the tower. I got it.
So, can't use the Typhoon system inside the elevator. Odd, I can use everything else. So we are in now another section. Doesn't seem like there's too much going on here. Let's see. Everybody is eerily dead. A lot more than you would even suspect. Should be. I mean, unless they just all killed themselves. Here we go. We will take and drop this, to pick up this, to use this, to pick up this. And now we've got our energy things back. Unless we hit an EMP. Dead bodies with nothing on them. Dead body with nothing on it. Nothing on the TV. That's unique for this game. It's almost always that there's picus going on. But right now we're not even getting that. Well, we can see that there is definitely a crawl space back there. How to get to the crawl space is the next question. Take a look out here. It is this weird Pangaea is, I suppose, just a big iceberg that they started drilling down all the way to the core of the planet. Maybe. In the timeline, in the time that this is supposed to be, which somewhere around 2020, I think. It's not like it's 21 or 22, or it's not like it's 1,000 or 200 years away from where we are right now. I mean, it's 2015 right now, so that is very close to right now. But I don't think the technology would exist. Ooh. So there is a way down, but not a way up. I don't think the technology would exist to drill to the core of the Earth. I mean, that is one thing we have limited, made limited progress on. In fact, it's been a lot easier to leave the planet's atmosphere than it has been to get closer to the center of the planet. Because leaving a ever thinning atmosphere is a lot less work than going down and ever more compacting uh, bedrock, if that's the right term. Bedrock might be the wrong thing. Man, this sure feels like there's supposed to be a...
Okay, okay. Look, we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around the other side. I know.
This guy's crazy.
Okay, I need a plan. Go in, and I'm gonna take him from the outside, and then I'll be able to get him
Can't
out.
talk to him.
I
So we'll just put him to sleep. Wow, that animation's messed up. Crazy worker. Just keep him asleep for his own safety. Pocket secretary. New access code has been acquired. Unfortunately, there's no other way in here. That's fine. So we found something. Getting more batteries and things. Right now I have my silence pistol equipped. I think I will go to the plasma gun if we run into a fight. But right now I'll just keep the plasma pistol equipped. It's kind of a disappointment if you were sitting here and you were just all crawling and stretching and hiding. Well, that doesn't seem like that was a scholar thing. I don't think I'm gonna get that achievement at this rate. Not really explained why they're digging down to the center of the planet. It's not like it's colder down there. It would actually only be warmer as you went deeper. So putting computers kind of at the surface of Antarctica or the South Pole makes a little bit of sense, but digging deeper and deeper only would start to warm it up, as far as I understand thermodynamics, for whatever small amount of understanding I have of thermodynamics. Maybe this will finally start bringing some people, because this is really creepy. Hypostim. There's no walls to punch through. This kind of makes no sense. How did we get in this room? It's not like there's a weakened wall. Maybe there is a vent though. So a vent somewhere will get into that room. And I guess they want us to go up the stairs. Let's see. Here you go, level 4 hack. I recall this hack being pretty difficult to hack, if that makes any sense. If I'm remembering it right. Oh, it's been several years since I last played this game. When I originally played it. New login password, good. And another stop worm. You can tell by the amount of stop worms I've gotten in nuke viruses, you can be very liberal on using them. Very, very liberal. If you try to save them, you'll just end up with a ton of them for no real reason. And even with the new game plus and the director's cut, it doesn't seem like you get those. It would really kind of ruin the game too. Oh wow, I didn't realize you could do that. It would probably ruin the game if you started off at the very beginning with practically every weapon, practically every auto hack. I probably have enough with the augments going past, the weapons being upgraded, and the auto hacks. If they came with 2, I would probably have enough to easily breeze through the game a second time to the point where it wouldn't be any fun. Although I'm not sure it would be any fun really at all. It's hard to say that this game is the type of game that should be played twice. Okay. Everybody is dead here. So, as far as my understanding of what this guy is doing and why he has made everybody go crazy, is that he is trying to expose the Illuminati that he was working with. Either that, or he is just working for the Illuminati, but that doesn't make a lot of sense, because if he was working for the Illuminati, I seriously doubt their plan would be to act so openly. It just doesn't make any sense. The Illuminati is basically in control of this whole planet. Why would they now cause this panic unless they really were afraid of people with augments, which I don't believe is true. Now, Jensen said in an earlier scene he thought that they were making a kill switch, and well, this technically might qualify as a kill switch because it killed a lot of people. Shutting people down probably could be done other ways. Easier. If anything, they'd want to be able to control people's minds and what they're thinking, like the Pike's system, like the news. Just have it set up in such a way that nobody even could possibly believe the Illuminati exists. Look at this bodyguard. This is the guy we talked to in the office way long time ago. And he looks almost as new tech advanced augments as I have, and I think my augments probably are the best on the planet. So that was about 13 minutes according to my recording of just walking through this section, picking up little batteries and such for nothing, and then I'm gonna walk in here and it'll probably just be a cutscene.
I don't think you want to do that, Mr. Jensen. Disengage lockdown, and whatever demons this station contains are likely to come crashing out on us.
Afraid to die, Darrow? Or just unwilling to face what you've done?
Oh, I know what I've done, believe me. I take no pleasure in it.
And yet you still did it.
I did what had to be done. 20 years ago, I gave the world augmentation technology. I thought I was giving it a bright future, but instead I gave it the means to destroy itself. No law, no UN regulation was going to fix that.
People are dying out there. Hundreds of thousands of people driven to the brink of insanity because of you.
I had to convince the world. Before today, people believed we should steal fire from the gods and redesign human nature. Human nature is the only thing we have that gives us a moral compass and the social skills we need to live in peace. Destroy it, and you destroy our very species.
Don't paint yourself a savior in this. What you're doing is insane.
Is it? When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you as they had planned, from the inside out. No one will be able to use the technology I invented to make others into beings they desire. Something we both know has happened already.
You think you're Frankenstein? Killing his own monster.
Actually, Mr. Jensen, I prefer to think of myself as Daedalus, watching helplessly as his child crashes into the sea.
I'm ending this. Now.
Daedalus
You
being the
can't.
father of Icarus.
The signal is being generated from the broadcast center at the base of this facility. Panchea's security system has been programmed to protect it, and will kill you before you even get close.
You designed that system, Darrow. You can tell me how to shut it down.
But I won't. You think what I'm doing is extreme. You simply don't understand. For humanity to survive beyond this century, it must abandon ill-conceived notions about transcendence and embrace change. But for that to happen, the hard lesson must be learned. Blood must be shed.
So, we have our Casey system. He's an alpha, tends to dismiss other people and viewpoints, creating an emotional wall behind which he retreats, views himself as an educator of lesser people, may be destabilized if his arguments are proven wrong, can easily convert people to his cause if not used. So basically, we need to probably dismantle his
Nothing
argument.
more to say, Mr. Jensen?
Let's see, is doing so, you can't force people to change. They have to change on their own. Let's extrapolate.
You think humanity needs to be punished? Is that it? Pain is the only thing people understand? By the time this is over, there will be no humanity left to embrace your change. The stress and horror you forced us to live through will have ripped it out of us.
I knew there would be casualties, but I thought, over time, surely the human spirit can recover. History has shown us again and again that the human race is hidebound and governed by inertia. As a society, as a species, the only way to elicit any kind of reaction from it is through an act of tragedy, a horrible cataclysm. I regret what I have been forced to do, but given what I know about mankind and the dangers facing us, this was the only viable choice.
Okay. Critique or extrapolate? I think we're just gonna extrapolate some more.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. None of it matters, because this is what will happen now. After today, whatever you say will be dismissed as the ravings of a mass murderer. You were one of the greatest minds of our time, and tomorrow you'll be nothing but a killer.
Ravings of a mass murderer? When the truth is revealed, when people know why I did this, surely they will understand.
Yeah, right.
Don't you see? I created people like you. I made it possible for you to happen. If fate had dealt me a different hand, then perhaps neither of us would be here. Isn't it obvious how fate is now conspiring to overtake us both, to grind us beneath her wheels? We must see this through, lest people like you continue to evolve and destabilize society.
Okay. So let's see. We're gonna try the Omega pheromone here. Pressure.
You know, I've always wondered about that leg brace of yours. Why the father of augmentation doesn't have the most basic of implants. Doesn't make much sense, really. Unless he's one of the few people genetically incompatible with this technology. Gotta love the irony in that. It's the kind of irony that can tear you up inside, bit by bit, every day, until you find yourself despising what you're not.
How dare you? You think I've done all this because a fluke of nature robbed me of my chance to become a part of it? I tried everything, damn you. Everything I could think of to change. None of it worked. None of it!
So you had to fix it, didn't you? Take back control, make it like it never was.
Yes! Yes, that's exactly what have I done?
Give me the codes, Darrow. Help me stop this.
You'll still be in danger. Panchea's security system, much of it is self-determining and lethal. But if you succeed, if these codes help you turn off the system and reach the broadcast center, tell the world exactly why I did it. Explain to them about the Illuminati, the biochip, Panchea. Help them understand that the technology I created will not be a future any one of us desires.
Alright, Praxis Point, Silver Tongue. We got through that fight nicely. We can, let's see, read this. Automatic generated shutdown protocol has been set for 2012, which is, I believe, what year this was supposed to be. Let's see. Let's talk to him again.
The codes should help you shut down the Hyron project, Panchea's security system. When you see it, you will understand. There is no room for this technology in the world.
All these dead bodies. How did he survive? I mean, he's got plot armor is really the only way you could say that. And nobody has anything on them. You'd think they'd have, like, pocket secretaries. That would be cool if some of them were halfway through, like, writing the article about what was happening, that they've already started writing it. Because that's actually what writers do, is that they know the general idea of what's going to be said. And then it's filled in later. Alright. So I think we disengaged the security lockdown already. Now we're gonna just deal with the crazy
Richard,
people.
The lockdown's disengaged. I'm heading back to the hangar to see if those blast doors are open. Have you been able to raise anyone?
I'm picking up several glimmers, but there's too much interference. I think you're on your own, Jensen.
Careful there, Francis. You almost sound like you regret that.
Was this shot out before? Could I really have just used this? Let's see. Was there an air vent that would have gotten us down faster? I guess I might have been able to, with a double jump, potentially tried to reach that? I guess. Maybe not. Maybe it's too high. Maybe there, it was just there in case you wanted to jump regular. Alright. So I think there might be a way to drop down on this air vent. Nope. Strange. So where did that other air vent get us? We're just wandering through this section. It was 13 minutes to wander through this section the first time. And Nothing seems new here, it's just more creepiness. Alright, there we go. So like, can we just walk this way? Didn't want to lose that battery.
You're the monster! It's your fault!
This is an interesting thing for them to add right now.
No, there's no one here. It's all in your head. Ow!
There you go. We'll just put all these guys to sleep for their protection. That's funny, he says ow. I don't think the other guys said ow. So, do these guys have anything? Plasma capsules. This guy's wearing headphones, so maybe he doesn't hear me.
Enough! Who are you? I don't hurt you. Just leave.
Just they're fighting back too in a strange way. Interesting.
Go away! Go! You don't scare me! I can't kill you! Run! Run!
Just what's funny is I'm not getting any experience for this. You'd think. There you go. You would think that he'd be giving me a merciful. Or are these just civilians I'm taking out now?
You're the monster! It's your fault!
They don't seem like they're trying to pull out guns. They don't seem like they're trying to knock me.
Let me go!
Let's just stand here. What is he doing? I mean, they're doing nothing. They're It's just crazy worker all over again.
No!
There we go. So yeah, that is definitely just a huge waste of time. I suppose you could have gone really mean and tried to... See, this is the weirdest part right here. There's nothing up here. So, I don't see any way you could get up there. I'd like to see maybe somebody like hack the console of the game or something and get up there and see if there actually was something there. Like an Easter egg. But as for real bad guys, as for people that would get me experience, nobody on this floor. We're gonna go down to the section below where we thought there was gonna be some kind of boss fight. I'm not sure it's gonna actually be a boss fight as much as it's just gonna be a massacre of more workers. Because I'm seeing just crazy workers right now. If we turn this on, we can start to potentially see people. Yeah, there's some guys over there. But actually, in all honesty, we could probably just sneak by them and be fine. And I think that's what I want to do. So that's going to be it for this recording, and then we'll just sneak by them next time. See if our robot is still programmed to kill them or not. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.